Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about a conversation I had with a girlfriend yesterday. We were talking about our headspace, I guess, and then this idea of having negative thoughts or creating stories in your mind and doing all these things. And I just the advice that I gave her was that, you know, we all want to come home to like a clean house, like beautiful aesthetic, whatever it is. Like, we don't want to come home to like chaos in our home, right? And it's the same thing with your mindset. You want to create a mindset that is a beautiful home to come to. You don't want to, it's difficult when we are not standing in our self-worth, when we feel bad and regrets, did people dirty, whatever it is, these like negative head spins that we get ourselves into. And also creating stories, right? Like, we create stories on assumptions. We create stories that are false because most of the information we're putting into that story is not real. I've had this talk with my therapist, and my therapist is like, you need to fact check your stories, like always. If it is not a fact, it means that you are creating an opinion and it's not real. So that's one way to sort of fact check the stories that you create. But on top of that, I think that in general, your mind, your headspace, mindset, it needs to be a beautiful home. It needs to be something that you want to live in, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you're living, you still have to deal with what's going on up here. So whatever you can do today, and for me, it's meditation. I really find myself getting really grounded before I start my day, before I pick up my phone, before I do anything. I list 5 things that I'm grateful for, and I meditate. And I do that first thing in the morning. So it always helps start the foundation off right for me. And then I try to, when I go throughout the day, literally everything that comes at me, I just sort of am like, is this going to matter in like a week? Like, if I get stressed about this right now, am I going to like even remember this in a week or a month from now? And if it's not that important, then I just don't give it that much energy. But if we're living in headspaces where we regret things and we have, I don't know, if we've just done things that are not great and we sort of have to live with that negative mindset and the critical monster in our head that's like, that was fucked, like you shouldn't have done that. You have you have every day to change that, to make things right, to do things that will create the beautiful space that you want to live in your head. So whatever it is that you can do that works for you, I highly recommend today. If you have that fucking critical piece of shit monster going on up there, figure out a way for you to quiet it and to bring in more peace, and to really work on having this clear, very focused headspace. Like, I want this shit to be beautiful up here. I do not want negativity. I do not want stress. I do not want anything. My peace of mind is my most important thing. Like, it is what I value the most. So I highly recommend, if you don't have a quiet, beautiful peace of mind, work on it today. Okay? I hope you guys have a great day.